Shri Sai Ram. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to another chapter of our English book. The name of the chapter is I Am the Land. It is a poem written by Marina di Bellagenta. So, before we start our lesson, I would like to give you a small task. Please take a small piece of paper and a pen and note down your address, your name and your full address. I will give you just 2 minutes for this. It doesn't need much time, isn't it? So, please go ahead with writing your address. Have you done that? Okay. Now, when you look at your address, you will find your name on it, the place where you stay, the post office or the district which you live in, and the name of your state. Is it not? So, when you think of your friends from the 9th standard class who are with you, how many of them will be living on the same street or in the same place as you? Maybe about 10 or 12. When you think of the district, maybe it is Chikmagaluru or Chikkaballapur or Tumkur. You will have more students from that particular area. And when you think of the number of students from Karnataka, well, most of you are from Karnataka. So that means the land of Karnataka holds all of us, including me. Similarly, when you go on to write your address beyond the state of Karnataka, what will you write? Karnataka belongs to the land of India. Where is India located? India is located in the continent of Asia. You all know it. And where is the continent of Asia located? That is, what will you give? It is on the earth. So, when you look at it, what is our actual address? We all belong to the earth. We are all citizens of the earth. We may speak different languages. We may look different. We may dress differently. But we are all citizens of Mother Earth. Is it not? Whether people belong to Africa or America, we are all citizens of the earth. Now, we all depend on the earth or the land for our lives, is it not? For our survival, we need land. Everything that we eat, where does it come from? Land. Our homes, where are they built? On land. So the land is the most essential thing in our lives, is it not? We often also forget to enjoy the beauty of the earth, the beauty of the land around us, is it not? Have a look at this picture. The flowing waters, the flowering trees with fruits and beautiful nature all around. What would a poet say? What would a poet think when he saw these pictures or when he went to places like this? He would enjoy the beauty and write a beautiful poem about nature. But we all look at nature or earth or land in different ways, do we not? An agriculturist or a farmer looks at earth as a place where he can grow crops. An architect thinks about what he could build on land. An industrialist would be mining under the earth for iron ore, and a civil engineer would think of land in terms of what he can build for the utility of the people. Is it not? So everybody looks at land in different ways. And how about you, dear children? You look at the earth or land as a place where you can play and enjoy. Maybe sit under a tree and read a book, or maybe climb a tree and pluck mangoes, or maybe pluck flowers, or try to catch butterflies. This is how children look at land. But our ancient rishis had a different way of looking at land, because for them they considered the earth as a mother goddess. She was called as Bhudevi or earth goddess. This is how our ancient rishis and sages felt about land. And that is how they treated everything around them. Do you know that in ancient days, trees were never cut down much, but if at all a tree had to be cut down for some use, they would say a prayer of asking forgiveness from the tree for cutting it down. And you all, dear students, must have heard of a scientist called Dr. Jagdish Bose. He has proved that trees can have feelings, and he had done many experiments to show that if anybody went close to a tree with the idea of cutting it, it would shiver and shake, because the instruments he had created would record all those sentiments that the tree was giving out. So, what does this mean, dear children? It means that everything around us has consciousness, and this is what is proved by Western research today. Now, let us come to our lesson, because here we are hearing the voice of the land. So far, we have seen what human beings feel about land. Now, we are going to hear the voice of land. What does the land have to say about human beings and about all its feelings? Let us see today. The poem has been written by Maria di Bellagenta. She was born near Milan in Italy in 1949. She has a degree in poetry and recording media from Mills College and an MFA in visual arts from University of California at San Diego. She was the founder of the feminist publishing house Kelsey Street Press of Berkeley in 1997. Her poetry has appeared in anthologies and magazines in Canada, Italy, Britain, Australia, and the USA. Now, first is a list of the difficult words that come in the poem. Dear students, please pay attention, because this will help you to understand the poem better. Own, possess, stare, look at things fixedly for a long time. Car lot. Car lot means parking area for cars. Tickles. Here in this poem, it means plows. chokes, makes one breathless. Chain link necklace, fence, car lot eyes, extraordinary tools of perception, as if the earth was staring with the headlights of the cars parked on it. This car lot eyes I will explain once more in detail when we come to that line in the poem. So let us start reading the poem. I am the land. I wait. You say you own me. I wait. What is the land saying? The first line itself says, I wait. She waits patiently. Why does she wait patiently? When we own some land, we say that I own this land. But she waits because she knows that what we say as what belongs to us is not really ours. She waits. You shout, I lie patient. You buy me, I wait with muddy holes and car lot eyes I stare. Now, next what she's saying, what is land saying? What is the earth saying? You are shouting, but I am patient. Shout, what does it mean? You see the many hills around areas where you stay. Have you heard the dynamite blasts from that area? That all that is equivalent, all that is same as shouting because of making so much noise. Tractors running over land, cranes running over land. All this means shout, means there is so much of noise. Human beings are making so many different noises in different ways, is it not? So that is what land is saying. You shout, I lie patient. You buy me, I wait. What do we do with land? We buy and sell land. We make money with the land. We spend on the land. So she waits. How does she wait? She waits with muddy holes and car lot eyes. I stare. That is how she waits. With muddy holes means human beings dig so many holes into the earth to get water, to get fuel oils, to get iron ore, to get gold. So there are a lot of holes on Mother Earth. But she waits with those muddy holes and car lot eyes I stare. How does she stare? She stares like you see that cars that are parked in a parking lot. Have you seen how the headlights look? Do they have any life in them? Do they have any feeling in them? Mother Earth or land is telling that I look around with eyes like that. I have lost all feeling. I have lost all sensitiveness. So my eyes have become like car lot eyes. That is how I look around. Then someone tickles me. Plants life, fruit, grass, trees, children dance, someone sings. Now, what happens when you tickle a small child? The child starts laughing, is it not? In the same way, land is telling that all these actions make her laugh or smile. What are those actions? Life is planted, trees are planted, fruits, grass are grown on land. All this makes her amused and happy. Children dance, someone sings. All these actions make her feel like smiling. You come with guns, a chain link necklace chokes me now. All that made her happy, you saw in the previous page. But now you see, when people come with guns, how does she feel? She feels that a necklace is choking her. Now she is not happy at all. She is scared and unhappy when people come with guns to own land, or when people fight over land. I wait, and still she says, I'm patient. Even if all this happens, I'm patient. But you cannot put a fence around the planet Earth. I am the land. I wait. So, what she says is, when people come with guns and fight over land, it is like putting a chain round the earth. Can you put a fence around the earth? Land is telling, no, you cannot put a fence around me. Because I am the land, I wait. And because I am the land, I am patient. I still wait. So now we come to the summary of the poem. In the poem, I am the land, the earth has been personified and tells us that she waits patiently as human beings say that they own her and thus show disrespect to her. Humans feel that they can shout, tickle the earth by tilling it, grow crops and plant life in her. Children can be seen singing and dancing. Everybody behaves as if he were the owner of the earth. Sometimes there are people who start a war with guns in their hands. They put a fence around the earth and divide her among themselves. But here the earth shouts, you cannot put a fence around the planet Earth. She asserts herself and tells man that he cannot take her for granted. She is the land and doesn't belong to anyone. But there is no answer from the humans, and the earth again waits patiently for their response. Dear students, here is an assignment for you. Question: bring out the contrast between the speaker and reader in the poem I Am the Land. Who is the speaker in the poem? The speaker is the land. Who is the reader? The reader is a human being. So, how differently they behave, you have to bring out in this answer. Second question: what are the activities which go on over the land? Third question: I wait is repeated 5 times in the poem I Am the Land. What quality of the speaker is highlighted with the repetition? Fourth question: you cannot put a fence around the planet Earth. Is this a tone of weakness or self-assertion? Give reasons for your answer. An instruction for you: in your textbooks, you will find questions and exercises at the end of each section and at the end of the lesson. You should complete all the questions and exercises given. Please make a notebook for this purpose and ensure that your work is neatly done. Dear students, I hope you enjoyed reading this poem. What are your feelings about land? Are we doing everything to protect land? Can we do something? You might say, we are young people, as students, there is nothing we can do. But this is not so. There are things that you can do which show your reverence and the respect for the land. Think over this. I leave you with these thoughts. Thank you.